I think it's going to be more of the same. And I think what's happening to Apple sales is really the bellwether of what you can see for the tech sector generally. And that's the reason why all of these suppliers, the component suppliers, are in trouble, because their sales are going to go down as a result of the general compression of sales from not only from Apple, from the other companies, whether it be Microsoft, whether it be HP or others. So I think the sector is going to have a tough time this year.
Interesting. Hadley?
Mark, it's not just the tightening in the tech sector itself, is it? We've also been talking so much about this U.S. China trade spat. What's your outlook there? Because obviously these negotiations right now are happening. There is a lot of optimism, cautious optimism, if you will. But at the same time, there are a lot of outstanding issues.
I think they will reach an agreement by the end of this year. I know it sounds like a long time, but I think the negotiations are going to be very tough. There's no reason for Trump to go easy and not try to achieve what he is wanting to achieve, and that is a substantial reduction in the trade deficit with China. So I think you're going to see good news coming out, but it's going to take time. And these negotiations will be dragged out a little longer than we expect.
And Mark, what does that mean for the broader emerging market space? Because looking at just the last few days, we are kicking off with a substantial shift in sentiment. One of the factors there certainly has to do with more optimism over China-U.S. trade tensions, the other being the Fed. We'll get into that a little bit later on. But are you suggesting that perhaps markets are being a little bit too optimistic on the trade front? No,
I think a lot of it already is in the market. If you look at the 30–40% declines in various markets, you realize that, there's a lot of pessimism out there. So what we're doing is looking at more of the specific industries that may be protected from this general tech slowdown, and also some tech names that are so bombed out that there's an opportunity to look at them. So
can you give us a better idea of which ones?
Well, anything involved in components, for example, some of the component suppliers that are in a very strong position. In other words, they have a leading position where people like HP or Apple have nowhere else to go. Those are the ones that we would want to focus on.
Hey everybody, it's Hadley Gamble from our new CNBC Middle East Bureau in Abu Dhabi. Thanks for stopping by. Now to watch more, you can try one of the videos that just popped up on your screen. And don't forget to subscribe.